Oh, there he is. He's back, he's back. I think he's going to get him.
If you don't catch fish, you need shooting.
Last time on Underwater, we had an initial insight as to what our rigs were doing beneath the surface.
Yes! Do not move that.
That is perfect. There were ups.
Oh, God! You're right behind!
And downs.
He's done your route, waved it about and spat it.
But what we learned was invaluable.
Couldn't ask for any more. It worked exactly as I expected it to.
Underwater 1, completed it. Roll on, underwater 2.
Now we are back on an all-new underwater adventure on a truly epic natural venue with some new species to target.
I have a bream.
Oh,
Perch.
Tench.
Yes!
Tench.
So hold on to your seat boxes, this could get messy.
You've attracted so many fish into the swim, Matthew.
Whoa!
Excuse me, mate, we're trying to watch a film here.
It's a TV star!
Look at that. Any chance of a bite from Dan off?
It's just got a bit quiet.
Oh, the tench has mugged you.
That is mental. We can't bring this bit out.
No.
Cameras off, please.
Oh.
Well, welcome to Ferry Meadows, boys.
Bit breezy.
It is a bit breezy.
Fished here a lot in the past, Steve?
I'd say it's my favourite venue. It's a venue I've fished a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite bream water. And my favourite water in the UK. Brilliant memories, won some matches, so I'm really excited to see what we're going to see underwater. And this is an opportunity that we're probably never going to get again.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I have never fished Ferry Meadows, not a match, pleasure fishing, never caught a fish out of this place. I'm quite fancying to go on the box this time, to be honest.
We're looking forward to sitting behind them cameras, aren't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this year. Seeing if what I believe is true is actually true.
Yeah. This is going to be really, really interesting.
Shall we go?
Yeah, no time like the present. Let's get out of here.
Excited.
The first underwater was all about carp, method feeder, hybrid feeder, learnt loads, but this one is going to be natural water, it's bream fishing, it's what I love and I can't wait.
It's a right bit of me, this one. Massive, natural venue, beautiful surroundings, crystal clear water for underwater filming and a huge head of bream. Can't wait.
We chose to fish the Overton Lake because of its large head of bream. And with it being over 40 acres in size, where we would put the underwater camera would be critical to how much fish traffic we would get. We decided the point swim would be our best bet, allowing us access to deep water at close range, where bream were likely to patrol. So we placed the camera in about 8 foot of water to the left-hand side of the swim, giving us a nice area of flat and clear bottom to work with. This was a comfortable 25-metre cast from the box, so hopefully making it nice and easy for Matt to hit the spot every time. Well, fingers crossed for that one.
We're back again, boys.
Blank canvas, look at them.
Looks good, doesn't it?
How are we going to kick off in that, boys? What do you think from like the starting cast, first go?
I think the bream are going to be off bot. The water's crystal clear, obviously you can see from the screen, we've got great visibility. So I'd have said 2 or 3 bait ups. I'd like to put more in, but we've got to be conscious of colour.
Yep.
We don't want to colour the swim up and make it so we can't see. So 2 or 3 bait ups in, maybe a couple up in the water to get a bit of cloud, drag those bream down, and then maybe switch to a cage, and then myself and Moon should be able to guide you through it.
It'd be interesting to see if I do empty them up a bit, some on the bottom,
Where it is.
Yeah, where it comes
Yeah.
into swim.
We can help you with that though, mate, can't we?
2 screens.
2 screens.
Slide on, brothers.
Go get yourself sorted.
A real eye-opener for me straight away when we turned the screens on was the bottom. It pretty much looked like the moon, as in like craters, bunches of mussels, stones. Yet when we dragged the bomb through, it felt lovely and smooth. So straight away I'm thinking, I can plumb a swim, think it's lovely, but when I start fishing, I'm not 100% sure what I'm actually fishing over.
1 small step for bream, 1 giant leap for bream kind. This would be good, wouldn't it? Matt going head first, start the shoot. So baiting up to begin with. Had a little chat with the boys and we think no worms to start, just some ground bait, few maggots, casters and micro pellets mixed through the mix. Not a lot at all, because I quite fancy an early bite in these conditions, so I don't want loads of particles on the bottom. One in on the bottom, as in let the feeder go to the deck and empty it, and then I'm going to try and empty a couple a bit higher up to get a bit of a cloud on the go, so it'll be good to find out how that goes in terms of accuracy. But let's give it a go, let's get it in.
Feeling a bit of pressure this week, to be fair, because the boys are in the tent, they're watching everything, and I've got to make it happen on the box. I've got to put the feeder on the dance floor.
Let me just zoom out. I'm not confident with his accuracy.
Can you zoom out a long way?
Listen, it's going to go everywhere anyway to start with.
Just press record.
This is my first chance, innit?
Yeah,
I didn't get a go last time.
We're recording now, so don't mess it up.
No pressure at all. Matt didn't have a go on the box last year, and casting is not as easy as I made it look. So I'm going to be really interested to see how he gets on.
Really, he's only a pole angler. He's terrible on a rod. He can plop one at like 15 metres or whatever at Hallcroft, but cast into a spot a bit further out could be tricky.
Oh,
Are you putting this one in on the bottom? Or?
yeah, I'm just sort of, I'm not squeezing it in my feeder too hard, but I wanted to let this go at the bottom, yeah.
It soon scare them off. Here we go. It's exciting now, isn't it?
See how much bait when it lands.
It's
still in there.
It's a good cast.
Come on, feeder.
Oh, yeah, it's just
out of
that
back.
shot.
Might be able to-
Yeah, you can turn.
Is that in shot? I've let that one go to the deck.
Yeah, we've got it. It's here. Is that
That's
it?
it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a little twitch.
Well, I'm going to give it a big empty.
Oh, are you?
Is the ground bait in the feeder still
Yeah.
now?
Still in the feeder.
Still in the feeder.
No cloud or
some braid.
anything?
Yeah, you can see the
You can see the braid coming across the screen.
I literally just nipped that in as well.
Sat up
Not,
as well, isn't it?
Feeder's sat
Sat up like that.
straight upright.
Shall I give it a little?
Empty it like you were going to empty.
Oh,
nice
that's
puffer.
beautiful.
Hasn't
Yeah?
moved the feeder yet though.
No.
I reckon you pretty much emptied it though.
Emptied it with that twitch.
We were super keen to empty some bait in the upper layers of the water. With that bait set up the rod, the feeder, just to get some cloud, some bait falling through the water, catch the attention of the bream in that clear water and hopefully bring them in. But the only problem or doubt that we had was if we're emptying it higher in the water, in theory, the feeder's going to be further out, because as that feeder hits the water and sinks to the bottom on a tight line, it also comes back towards you. So to compensate for that, I decided to put 2 wraps of the spool of the bait up braid back onto the reel and clip it up again. So I'm just a little bit closer in, and I was really hoping that that would make it super accurate. So when I baited up and emptied on the surface, I were hoping and praying, because the cameras were on, that it would fall into shot perfectly, meaning we were super accurate. That's 4 total.
Yeah, a bit lands in like a lump.
Really?
Yeah, off to the right. Yeah. Now we've got like
It's raining.
it's raining now.
So it's accurate. I'm baiting it where I need to be.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
So that shows that coming in a little bit compensates for that bit of swing back. That's interesting.
Shows you're not just a hat rack.
So, before we get started, let's go over the ground bait we are using for the session. It's a 3-part mix of mainline match, F1 Sweet, F1 Dark and Green Supreme. A recipe full of quality crushed pellets, fish meal, betaine and sweeteners that all fish absolutely love, especially bream that have got a reputation for settling very well over a green coloured ground bait. And to complement our natural baits particle-wise, we've also prepared some 2mm activated cell pellets, and to give them a little more attraction, they're coated in the essential cell sticky syrup. Now it's over to Ring Dog to talk you through the first rig.
First up, Matt's going to be using a running rig. Now, I call it a running paternoster because that's exactly what it is. It's a rig that I use for 99% of my fishing. It's a very simple rig. I start off braid, 008 pulse 8, cast really well, braid's low stretch. Pulse 8's very hard wearing, which is important when I'm catching a lot of fish. I want it to last, and that's exactly what Pulse 8 does. I then got an 8-pound shield leader. I would vary the strength of the leader depending on how far I'm going to chuck. Like today, it's quite a short chuck, 28 metres, so we're looking at 8-pound shield. And then the setup itself is really simple, but the important part is it doesn't tangle. Well, at least I think it doesn't. So I've got a little prototype link, just over 2 inches long. It's literally a little diamond eye swivel, and then a size 16 snap link, and it just runs on the line. So I've thread that onto the line, and then behind that, I've tied in with a 4-turn water knot about 6 inches of the 8-pound shield. So that's my boom. So if you look there, it's just slightly longer than the length of the feeder. Just helps to kick it away. Well, I think it helps to kick it away. And it stops it from tangling on the cast. What I've learned through, obviously, the years of experimenting, getting tangled, not getting tangled, is the rig needs to sort of collapse on the cast. Anything stiff in the rig causes tangles. Well, that's what I think. So, obviously, the size 16 snap link feeder clips onto that, so it's really simple. Then at the end of the 6-inch boom, just got a simple overhand loop, and then I attach my loop via the loop-to-loop method. Hook length 016 pure fluorocarbon. I've been a massive fan of pure fluorocarbon for quite a few years now. My idea is fluorocarbon is supposed to be less visible in water. Again, something hopefully we're going to prove or disprove. And also it's heavier and stiffer. Because it's heavier, for me, it should sit better on the bottom. Hopefully it should help the hook bait sort of kick out. And also more abrasion resistance. A lot of natural venues you're fishing over zebra mussels, over rocks, stuff that can damage normal line. Fluorocarbon, a little bit more abrasion resistance. Hopefully stops you getting cracked off by that all-important fish. Lastly, a little bit stiffer, again, to stop tangles. So for me, fluorocarbon on natural venues is a win-win. Hook choice will surprise a lot of people. I've tried loads of hooks for my feeder fishing, but I absolutely love now pole specials. When I'm hooking a hook bait on, it's either a size 12 or size 14 pole special. What I love about a pole special is it's got an extra long point. Now you might think, why is that important? The reason it's important is I'm fishing with natural baits like worms, dead maggots, live maggots. They're all baits that have a habit of wriggling over the point of the hook. And there is nothing worse, whether you're bream, skimmer, whatever you're fishing for, picking up, feeling a fish, one bump, it's off, and then you reel in and the worm or the maggot's doubled over the point of the hook. Because it's got that extra long point, it's razor sharp, but the bait sits right around the back of the bend. And I'm not saying it's impossible for the bait to go over the point, but it definitely happens a lot less, which in turn results in obviously more positive pickups, better hook holds, and more fish in the net.
Let's see what that's like. Ready first chuck, you two?
Yeah.
Get it in, mate. That might be a little bit back a shot.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's in, mate, yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, it's like borderline at the back.
Got no idea whether.
Yeah. We can't see your hook
Shall
bait
I
or
leave
anything.
it?
Can't. What you got?
Is that the hook bait?
I've got 2 reds and a white.
That's the hook bait.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, brilliant.
Can you see it? Shall I
Yeah.
leave it?
Yeah,
it's-
leave it, yeah.
Woohoo, we're in!
Totally different ball game, this one. Everyone's seen carp underwater, but we're fishing on a natural venue for bream. So, going to be really interesting to see what we do actually find.
Watching the screens is definitely the place to be. You can learn loads, you can see what's going on. When I was on the box last year, I felt totally blind. I can hear all the lads getting excited, screaming and yawping.
Oh!
Oh! But I'm sat there thinking, what's going on underwater?
Oh, perch. We've got a perch in.
Perching shot. That'd be typical from out of perch, yeah. the most iconic bream lake in history. Matt catches a
Oh, he is coming in,
he's coming in.
he's found your maggot.
Is that one come in?
Angry young William.
An angry footballer's in the swim.
Is he there now?
He was.
He just beeline for your maggots.
Shall I give it a twitch? See, because like, seems like when there's a bit of activity.
You can do, or do you want to save that for a bit?
Yeah, save it, yeah. Save it.
What? You'd have used all your tricks 4 minutes in.
You're buzzing, you sat on the box and the cameras are on underwater and you know what I'm like, I'm excitable anyway. I were probably taking it a little bit too far and I were a bit excited. I fancy being a bit busier, I know I'm a bit hyperactive but...
I think you've got to make, you've got to drag one down.
Did it puff up or anything then when I lifted
Yeah,
it?
it puffed up
it's
nice, yeah.
Tell you what.
Surely that's got to be good.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's good. I think that's sometimes why being busy works.
Yeah.
Thought, you know, when you take the feeder off, and imagine this is when somebody come in now.
There is.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, as soon as you took the feeder out, Matt.
Come
But
in.
it's probably the little puff in it.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's why they come in.
It's all right. It's only one about £8.
He's right where your feeder was as well.
Well, this
Beauty.
one's going on his head. Get ready. Sorry, Mr.
Get your hat
Bream.
on, Mr. Bream. Tell you what though. Oh, nice.
Go on, I'll let you thing and then
Yeah,
round
not
it.
good.
Oh,
Oh,
might
yeah.
be a bit
No, it'll be fine when he
How's
turns
me
up.
casting?
Yeah, bang on. Here's your maggots. Look at this, look, Steve. Right.
Dreaming swim.
Your feeder's here, and your maggots are here.
What, next to it?
Yeah, so I'm going to get you to do a little twitch. Obviously, you wouldn't know about this though, would you? So, no, actually don't. Just tighten up like you would.
Where is maggots?
It's literally right behind the feeder. Look, there, that's his hook bait.
How close do you want to kind of be?
Daniel,
That's close enough to the feed, and I'll refocus it.
your hook bait's here though, Steve. So I don't know if we can get above it a little bit more. Do you want me to try going?
You've gone up, Roy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is my feeder laying flat?
Just about.
Camera operation, definitely not my forte. I think I lasted 30 seconds at best before Daniel got the raging ump and taken away from me.
He's turned back round, he's coming. He's going straight down. Oh, he's just touched your feeder. He's not happy. Oh, breaming.
He's eating.
Both of them are eating. The perch is keeping him away.
Go away, perch.
Here.
Oh.
He really wants something. I think he's got his bait. You got a perch and a bream in your swim.
Are they in the swim eating?
And the perch.
Something's picked that hook bait up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
What's going
The
on?
perch has got it.
I had an indication then.
Did you? I thought the perch actually had it. I weren't going to say anything.
Something
But...
lifted up.
Oh,
Then-
you've got a lot of fish in the swim.
What's she
That's
doing?
not a bream, is it?
It's the perch. It's been on for ages, I think.
Looking back at that footage, the perch, I know it's only a perch, it had been on for so long, over 40 seconds, and sat on the box. I hadn't had an indication that I'd have struck at.
Amazing how they're first to it.
They're
though.
just sticking in the weed, the perch, so that's sticking right in the weed. Look.
Don't lose it, will ya?
That's it, keep its head up, Matt. Don't lose your first fish on underwater.
Yeah, no one would like to see that after all that hard work.
It's stuck.
Come to Ferry Meadows, full of big bream, you can't go wrong, underwater special, Matt's on the box, first fish, perch. Guess what? Only gone and lost it as well, haven't I? First fish on underwater, go on Matt.
There it is.
Oh, great shot, mate. About an inch away from where you were last time, unfortunately. Right, so you got a better spread this time, and there's a bream straight in. I swear that picked his bait up then.
I didn't see.
That definitely picked my bait up. You boys were meant to be watching the cameras.
Here. No way.
He's at me.
Not had any
Yeah.
indications
He actually took them.
What?
He's took them. But he's dropped them.
other
He's dropped them
than
over there.
the perch bite.
No
Yeah,
way.
he's dropped him. Oh, go up. Oh. He's dropped him over there. See him?
Yeah.
Picked him up and dropped him.
So you've just been
picked
Your
up.
bait's been picked up and dropped.
What, by a fish?
Yeah, bream. Moved it like...
Very fast in and out he was. They
What, like
not
below
looking
it?
at the feeder, mate. Straight for your hook bait.
It's mental watching that back because I definitely got picked up and the tip never tremored, not a millimetre. How many times does that happen when you're fishing?
Oh, here he goes. We've got a muncher coming in. Look at he's spot. No way.
Oh, an indication.
Yeah.
Just wait.
What happened there?
Here we go. Well, I don't know. What happens when you get a bite?
That's
Oh.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another indication.
he's dropped it again. He's dropped it again, hasn't he? How's he not caught? Where's the hook bait gone now, though?
He's like, this
have a
guy's
scan on
gonna
this one.
this guy's
Got it
gonna
from
tell
there,
you
yeah.
where it is. Look, he's watching it. He's watching it.
Matt, was the indication strikeable or not?
I'd have never ever have struck at that. I'd say it was a bream, or I'd say it were a fish on my feeder.
Swam off with your maggots again. Just saying.
Look at Ringer's face on that little bit there. 3 different bream had come in and picked it up and we'd not hooked a single one. Mega rig that, mate.
I think another cast as it is, and then if it gets done again,
Fix it.
then we have a look at it.
Do it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing in the
Nothing
swim
in the
now.
swim now. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Daniel. Work your magic.
Oh, look at that.
So you
Watch the hook bait now. Watch the hook bait.
In?
Oh, yeah, you're in.
You might even.
There they are. Look.
They don't fall very nice, do they?
No. Very nice.
Took your time.
Is that
finding
okay,
Daniel.
that catch?
Oh, there's a lot of fish in the swim, mate.
It's gonna get.
He's going to gotta get picked up. If he gets done
Gonna
this
get
time.
picked- there we go. Yeah, he's been
Oh,
picked up.
God, see how easy he picked that up? What? Surely that's on.
What the? No,
No, the feeder's still there. He's been done again.
that's incredible.
4-0, 3-0. Oh, and again, here we go.
Oh, there it is. They're literally playing football with it.
Yeah.
I reckon the straighter he
Oh,
makes.
indication.
Yeah, that's a liner.
Liner, mate.
Let's
Just,
go picture again.
It looked like a liner. Oh,
He's in this time. He's in this time.
oh, he's got it.
got one.
Yeah. He's in.
Look how angry.
Totally different indication that time.
That was maybe the third fish that picked it up.
No! Honestly?
Yeah. I know we can't hook every fish, but we're getting done ridiculous amount of times. So something's definitely wrong, and that rig, although I've caught loads of fish with it, and I've set that rig up, which makes it even worse, can definitely be improved. I'll tell you what helped. The last fish that had picked it up had straightened it out more.
How many fish do you think are still in the swim?
None.
No.
Try free feeding.
Are them spooky breed?
Yeah, real spooky. Oh, that's a...
Actually, yeah.
Oh, he's a good
Yay.
one. Hey! That
Nicely good.
is not only my first ever fish on underwater, that's my first ever fish at Ferry Meadows. I've never caught a fish here before.
Well done.
He is hooked so far down.
Yeah.
So far.
Mate, the maggots ping around like they're nothing. Honestly, they were blowing around like football.
Underwater, Ferry Meadows bream, #1! Look at that.
Completed it.
Yeah, that's it now.
That's it. What should we do now?
Pub.
First one in the bag. Always nice to get off the mark. Nice and early in the show as well. But looking at them cameras, we're going to be making some changes on this show. You got done quite a few times then, mate. So yeah, for me it's quite a simple change, Steve.
Yeah, I think a shorter hook length. There's too much play in the hook length. I reckon maybe, I don't know, 20 centimetres. Maybe
What is that?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
he
to see.
swallowed the hook right down, hasn't he?
I think if you change it like 10 centimetres, it's not enough to tell a difference. So change it nice and short and see what happens.
You better tell your mates to get ready. I'm coming for them.
We've started on a 65 centimetre hook length, which for me was the optimum length. I've caught loads of bream on that length of hook length, but they're getting away with it. I'm going to go 15 and create that sort of big bolt effect and just see if they find that harder to deal with.
See how good
You
he
can
is.
just see where the hook bait lands with a really short. Oh,
Bit close to camera.
I thought I was going to
What do you
land on
think?
top.
yeah.
Hold on a minute, just give us a sec. Yeah, ooh, yeah, it looks terrible, but tighten up to your feeder.
So I think there's fish in the swim at the minute, but they're all off. Every fish we've seen is really high. You've got the Guru logo facing right upwards, Matt.
I did try and land it that way.
At the end of your 5, give it a little twitch just to see if you,
Just
Is
like so you're
catches
trying to move
one's
the feeder
eye?
like 3 inch,
yeah, fluff it up and straighten your hook.
then just leave it for another 30 seconds. Do it now, actually.
You ready?
Yeah,
Do as you're told. That'll do.
that's it.
That's it. Oh, how good does that look?
Can you
bit-
see it doing something?
Yeah. Brilliant
Yeah.
footage.
Mate, it looks,
Your hook length's now pretty much
Yeah.
straight as well.
you know how it is in your head? That's how it is now.
And he's hidden the hook with a ground bait.
Yeah. God,
I'll
he's
tell you
had
what,
a good old battle in.
tell you
isn't
what,
he?
he's going to get.
Oh.
He's been picked up.
Oh
He's
my
been picked up.
goodness, straight away. And he's dropped the maggots. Look,
Dropped
there
them
they
straight
are.
away again. Yeah. They're not. It's weird how they're feeding.
They like trying to.
He's not even getting close to bolting. Do you know? Like he wouldn't have even felt any resistance then.
Do you think that's damaging the bait though? It doesn't
No.
look damaged at all. Look on the zoom in. You know, like sometimes the end of the maggot's nicked. That ain't doing nothing, is it? That's up and back out.
I think he'll get picked up again in a sec. See, every now and again,
Oh, look at him.
you
Literally.
get a bream on the end,
Yeah.
but obviously, and you think, oh, it would have gone round, but maybe it
Oh,
wouldn't.
look at this
Here we
one.
go.
He's gonna. It's him
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
Oh.
it's like they know there's something.
That twitch on the bottom, that feeder just moving along slightly, pluming up the bottom, obviously making an impact. They just couldn't leave it alone.
Something else I noticed straight away on the screen was 3 dead maggots sat absolutely horrifically. I couldn't imagine it could sit any worse. In my head, I'd always thought they sat nice and straight, tight little bunch, but they sat splayed all over the place, like literally like a bag of spanners. It just looked horrible, and the way the bream were picking it up, it also suggested they felt it was horrible, and it looked wrong as well, which I think is massive. How many times do you think you've had a fish that's had the bait in its mouth?
This cast?
Yeah,
None.
2 so far.
What, on a 6-inch hook length?
Yeah, you've been mugged off twice. And now it's just dumped the hook bait in a mussel bed.
It looks horrendous now.
The 3 maggots aren't sitting very nice, Matt.
They look ugly.
They're sitting like 2 at angles and 1 in the middle, like a pitchfork, but going away from each other.
Like a tulip.
Are they beelining for the hook bait?
Yes.
But a big surface area they're creating then, and the fish is obviously beelining for it. It's the hook in the fish that's the problem.
They're eating the particles, mate, yeah.
I tell you what, because there's no real maggots on the bottom, I'd love you to try a single maggot.
Just hold
What,
on
on a
minute.
12?
Just hold
Yeah.
on. Just hold on a minute.
12
Oh, he's
hook-
found him. He's found him.
Oh, he's on.
No, he ain't. Oh,
Got
yeah,
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, flipping heck, they pull a bit with that hook length.
Oh, look at the feeder, look. Where is he?
What
Oh, there
are
he
you
comes.
doing?
He's steering him right through the hooked area.
Oh
the feeder's
my
on the bottom now.
No way. Such an amateur. What are you doing?
They were pulling like mad.
He's still in the swim.
We can still see him on camera.
We're watching you. We're
Whoa.
watching
No,
him play you.
Look, here he comes.
No
This is
way,
amazing
That
footage.
is
Yeah, honestly,
wow.
look, I can't pull any harder than that.
He's still in the swim.
He's a bit of an old warrior, boys, this one.
Beautiful, isn't he, this one?
It's like one that I'd go for in a nightclub, that, you know.
It would have took you that much time as well.
Is it a bit bigger?
Bit bigger and a few scabs on it.
We're getting quick bites, but when watching them screens, we should be getting them quicker.
It was really obvious to me watching that the bream were picking up singles, so single maggot, big hook, that had to be the next change.
Single maggot, thin end of red, yeah? That looks horrendous.
Well, you're not eating it.
Might do.
You might have to.
I think that's a little bit far out away from camera.
That's all right.
The swim had definitely gone a bit quiet after an early flurry of activity, and we all felt it was time to get busy and try and make something happen. What we decided to do was reset and re-hit the swim with some more bait up feeders, a mix of some bait released on the bottom and some released up in the water to create some cloud and falling particles that would hopefully get the fish's attention and reactivate the swim.
That should be bang on.
On the white thing. Oh, lovely, yeah.
Oh, here comes the
Here comes the bait. It's going to land on top.
Oh,
Oh, no,
further away.
that's great, yeah. Really good. It's in a little rockery. Where's the hook bait? Is it that one there?
Right
yeah.
in the middle.
That one.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the rocks, like a little...
Let's screw that out though.
Is there anything in the swim?
No.
Just a maggot and a feeder. I think you need to give it a little twitch.
What, like a...
Like a 3-4, just to create that little
Cloud again, because that's when they come in last time. Bit more?
bit more.
Yeah, where's the hook bait?
More?
More. Oh, look at straight in. Straight in.
Straight in, one come in,
Never.
straight away.
Bit more, Matt.
Hold on,
Is it
you
a
got two
liner?
in, you got two in.
Just had a liner then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on the back of your feeder.
He needs to twitch that out of there.
Yeah. Right, give it another little twitch, Matt, please.
Needs to get the hook bait somewhere.
Oh, you got a rook of them now. Just see
Got
what
to look
happens.
in. As soon as you twitch, Matt,
They're in. Don't move that feeder.
All right, Tommy Pickering, don't move the feeder. Don't move the
That is
feeder.
is that a hook bait?
I don't think so. Because it
Oh,
Just about far enough.
indication.
could be.
It could be absolutely wedged.
Could be, yeah, could be. Just hold on, mate. Just hang on in there. What, he's being spooked out? Do I need to switch it again? Hold on, wait.
Oh.
God, he's... Go on, down. Go on. Oh,
Oh, Indication.
Yeah.
Did he pick it up?
No.
He might have.
Where is it?
He-
Yeah, no, feeder's still there. Maggots.
I'd have
moved.
said that was like a little fish.
No. He might have been picked up, but can't. There's that much going on now.
Do you honestly think that twitching's done that?
Yeah.
Yes.
150 million%.
Just that puts that puff of cloud off the bottom.
I
know
think you've
this
got to make
sound-
your ground bait a little bit more.
Yeah, but I'd
resistant.
never do that if I were fishing.
No, I wouldn't have done until I watched this.
Yeah.
You almost don't want to tell people about it though, do you?
We're not bringing this out.
Oh,
Well, let's
big-
get a
big
few matches under your
indication
belt
then.
first.
Is that the hook bait? Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, it
there's
is,
a
yeah.
hook sticking up. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is. Look, that's got a bit of hook in.
It's in a better place now. Although it
Is
looks
that
like
the hook?
It looks like the thing might be on.
Oh, here we go.
It might be over the
Here we
point.
go. Go on, eat it.
They're eating it all round. Do you have an indication then, Matt?
Well, yeah, I've had 3 or 4 now.
Yeah,
this
that hit the
chuck.
feed of that fish.
Excuse me, mate, we're trying to watch a film here. Oh, he's got it. This one's got it, I think.
Do you think they're not picking the single maggot up?
Not at all,
No,
mate.
no,
You like beeline for
oh,
it. You had a
yeah,
liner then.
he's in,
Oh,
he's
he's
in,
in.
he's in.
Got
it.
one.
Yeah.
Tiny bite.
Oh. Well, I really didn't see that one coming. The effectiveness of a single maggot among all that bait and all those fish was incredible, really. You think a big standout bait would be the perfect option, yet those bream were more than happy to pick up a single hook bait.
Brilliant footage.
Yes.
That twitch is everything.
We can't bring this bit out.
No.
We can't.
Shush, that cameras off, please. There's a few grand to be won here. Two things that were vitally important. The bait at feeder going in, the bream was so inquisitive. They'd come into the feed, they'd see it dropping through the water, they couldn't resist coming in. Also, that twitch on the bottom, that feeder just moving along slightly, pluming up the bottom, obviously making an impact. They just couldn't leave it alone.
Twitching the feeder is something I never do. I've always sort of believed that it could spook fish and sort of scare them out the swim. You could pull your hook length into some debris. But this is showing me straight away, those bream are really tuned in to that puff off the bottom, the puff of ground bait, the puff of gravel, or sort of sediment. So as soon as you move that feeder, they see that from up above, I think, and they're homing straight in on it. So twitching is massive now as far as I'm concerned.
There's no way you'd see how effective the tactical tweaks are without the underwater cameras on it. It's literally hard evidence in front of our eyes showing that it's working.
Well done, mate.
Well done, boys. How cool is this? Both the ones on the short hook length, right in the scissors on the edge of the lip, the one with the long one,
Yeah.
right down its throat.
I feel a bit blind on the box, so it's time to go and give the boys in the tent a bit of a quizzing.
Ooh, bream friends.
Best friends we are now, you're just jealous.
That's so cool, isn't it?
Too cool.
What are we thinking about this twitch? Because you lot were doing a lot of talking up here and not feeding that much back to me.
Basically, we had probably 5 minutes where we didn't see a fish in the swim, not a fish at all. We said to you, give it a twitch, and you got it to move it like 6 inch, and it puffs up. Obviously, the soft gravel, sand, whatever, just puffs up. Within 30 seconds, there's 3 bream there.
Straight in.
Never.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And every time you've moved the feeder, when you take it out the swim, or whether you twitched it, there's been a dramatic response from the breamers. So they see that little bit of cloud, visual, straight in on it. So
Don't that make you think? When you're fishing, I always thought if you twitched it, it's because your hook bait moves.
So against what you'd normally do, isn't it?
yeah, I used to think it was your hook bait. Now I think it's what your feeder does. And you know, like when you're baiting up, I tend to bait up a lot high in the water here.
Yeah.
I'd now be tempted to do half and half and almost try and drag it,
Drag 'em back
colour the
down.
bottom up a bit. You've got to do something.
What's next now then?
Same thing as you did last chuck, I think.
I think let's have another look at I know there's fish in the swim, but you might spook them a bit when the feeder goes in.
Yeah.
Let's have maybe a quick twitch, so we get a quick cloud and see whether that just homes in on it.
Let's go do it.
Go and get yourself sorted.
It's like they spook before his feeder even hit the water.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it is.
How are we looking?
It's looking good.
Right in the middle.
There's the maggot.
Your feet are sitting up, Matt. You want to tighten
What
up?
like?
Sitting up, right, in that position.
Let me tighten then.
Go on
you
then.
ready?
No, yeah.
You've got a crowd. You've got an audience.
Anything?
Yeah, he's tipped it over now. Now give it a little twitch, like you normally would.
That's it.
Did it move?
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's nice. You've got a little cloud around it now.
Hook bait here,
Yeah.
See how quick they're going.
See, there's a little bit spook now, you see? I think that's the feeder going in and just dropping.
Is it the ground bait or the bottom that's clouding?
Bit of both,
Bit
I think.
of both, mate.
More the bottom. Something spooked them again now. Oh, they're back again. But they're not. See how fast they are now?
It's when they slow up,
Oh,
isn't it?
here
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
he's going straight down on it.
Oh. He had a look at it, didn't he? He'll help though because he's clouded it. Although he's hid the hook bait behind the feeder.
Oh, he moved it?
Yeah, it's gone behind the feeder. He didn't take it, he just pushed it.
Mind you wouldn't see to twitch that again now, would he?
No.
Give it a minute, see what happens.
There's a hook facing the wrong way. See it?
Yeah.
How can it face that way?
Look at him, yeah.
Gone round on like a...
Look at them, look how quick they come in. They know it's there, don't they?
You know when they start clouding it up, I think that's exactly what you want.
Yeah. Here you go, here you go.
Oh. A little bit wary all of a sudden.
Let's see the feeder. There's the hook bait in front
You
now.
reckon?
That's it there, look, you can see the
Had a
hook in it.
tiny indication
Yeah,
there.
you will do.
Yeah, that's in a lovely position.
Have I just been
Not-
done?
No.
No.
Not on this
Yeah.
one. Come on, move.
Oh look, straight in.
They're hitting the feeder.
Yeah, they're knocking
Definitely
us.
have them on a... Yeah, that is the hook. I
That's a
think.
hook bait.
It's gone above the feeder, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
He might have picked it up,
oh.
that one.
Oh,
That one at the back.
wait.
But
Yeah,
he's
he's got
got
it,
it,
yeah.
yeah. He's got it.
one on.
whee! Look at the feeder.
Whoa! Is it a tent? Flipping it! It's nearly unclipped for a bream!
You need to man up.
It's a skimmer.
Can you
All
see
them
how
bream-
hard that pulls?
Yeah, it's a bream.
Terrible hook bait positioning, but the right bait's on the hook. It's been picked up so quickly again.
Switching to single maggot made a huge difference. They were picking it up a lot cleaner and they weren't spooked by it, so they were approaching it a lot more confidently.
Well done, Matthew. Look how excited he gets when he gets one.
Be interesting to see if this one's on the edge of the mouth again. The only one that's been deep hooked was with the long hook length. Right in scissors, bottom lip scissors.
Perfect.
Biggest thing for me is that single maggot on a big hook, and the pole special, quite a long straight point. That was the first fish that came in and picked up the hook bait, absolutely nailed in the bottom lip. And I think them straight point hooks, when they lift the head and pull against them, it just drops in. Definitely worked. I think we'll get a few more on it, I do.
With a single maggot put to the test, we wanted to try the other extreme to see if we got an instant pickup. In we went with a big bunch of 5 maggots.
Yeah, so your feeders, your hook bait's behind the feeder now, and it's stretched probably most of the length. Yeah, it looks all right. It's in a bit of a hole, but it's working. That's fishing.
So after I've cast in, you're getting me to twitch it quick.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking, chuffing out. I wouldn't be twitching it that quick. I'd give it a bit of time, then twitch it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the key. They hear the noise, something falls, then there's some movement on the bottom, and it's all 3 of them things together that's getting you a quick bite.
Yeah,
Oh.
Fish.
Straight in. Oh, we had a look and disappeared. I think the ground bait needs to be more active or be leaving more of a cloud. It's pretty dead when it's on until you twitch it. I feel like the ground bait could be working better without moving the feeder all the time. They like it. They're coming to it. They like the thing.
As soon as they start... Oh.
Wonder if a little bit of dry sprinkled
Yeah,
in.
got him. Can't get off that. He's on.
Oh, that one will be on.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Weird.
Tell you what, that were a pretty quick bite, that. Big hook bait, big visual hook bait.
Well, it's quick. They did come and look at it a few times though, and
Did they?
So, as soon as they came in, wafted a bit of colour up, you get your bite.
You do it a lot in fishing, don't you? Like, I just try that, and it seems to be a thing where you do it and first cast it works, and that could be an example of it. Bigger hook bait, catches the eye, one comes in and you get a quick bite.
Like, this is what everyone on that short hook length has been like, look.
oh yeah.
Ooh, powerful fish, aren't they, them?
Yeah. Big
Battle
mouth
to
as
the
well.
death.
Look at the size of the mouth.
But look, like bottom, corner, scissory, can't get away with it.
The greatest testament there is that you're having to use a disgorger to get it out.
And I still can't get it out, it's that good.
That's what I mean, they're not coming off.
Yeah.
Never.
I lose so few fish on pole specials when feeder fishing.
Really?
I know the name is pole special, but If there's a better feeder hook, I've not seen it.
They're great on the pole as well.
Yeah.
What's next then? What are you thinking?
I almost feel like while there's some in the swim feeding, I'd like to see how they deal with a different shape hook. The hook thing's interesting because obviously Ringer loves a pole special, and I've caught loads of fish on pole specials, on the pole and on the feeder, but I know that Rune likes a feeder special, so there's probably going to be a little bit of to-in and fro-in, and might even be a punch-up in the tent, to be honest, on this one. Bang on that one.
Yeah, right in the middle of the shot.
Absolutely brilliant.
You got lucky.
Can you notice anything different?
Put a fluoro maggot on.
No.
I can't notice anything different.
Oh. Just dragged it then, did you mean to?
No, it's all these reeds in edge, mate.
You stuck the point lovely into that rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it still in sharp?
Yeah. Your hook point's literally face down in the gravel.
Wedged in a rock.
You got a load of fish in though.
Should I just leave it?
Yeah.
It's that cloud again.
Yeah, the clouds.
As soon as
just
the
brought
cloud
them in,
came up.
honestly, it's mental. The hook bait is very, very visible this time round. They are spooky.
You notice anything with the hook length line?
It's
No.
sat up, but it's stuck on top of a load of zebras. Oh,
Go on.
oh,
Oh, he's
you've just been mugged. See, that's why I hate it when it sits like that. Actually, you know when you had 5 on, 5 sit better than 3?
yeah.
I spent all day yesterday in the match fishing.
Ah,
with 3.
you've used mono, not fluorocarbon.
He's on it.
I can tell.
Can you tell?
No.
It is sitting
Yeah.
up more, but I don't know whether that's because of that.
I tied it on 015 N-gauge instead of 016 pure, just to see. I put a normal N-gauge line hook length on when we've been using pure fluorocarbon all the time, and could the boys in the tent tell? I'm saying not, because the feedback was terrible, so maybe the bream can't tell either.
Look at him looking at it, watch it. He's like, here we go. Just need a couple to compete and then they slip up, don't they? Oh, spooked. What's spooked term? Something.
Oh, he's going to go.
Go
over.
on. Oh, this be
He's
interesting.
got him.
Yeah.
He's got him. Yeah.
Got him. Anything different happened?
No, not really. Obviously, you got ejected once. There was a lot of fish in the swim, so.
Think you need to try it again.
It was really clear watching the screen that 1 maggot or 5 maggots, they were the optimum. I think 1 because it's what the bream are seeing on the bottom, what they're used to picking up. It doesn't look different. And 5, because it's such a big bait, it's tighter. When you only put 2 or 3 dead maggots on, they splay, as in they kick out almost like a helicopter. Whereas when you put 5 on, it's much tighter and it's much easier then for the bream to pick it up.
Like the idea of using the extremes as well, because I feel like that's what the majority won't do. Not many people come here and put 1 maggot on.
No, exactly. I don't, but after what I've seen so far, I'd definitely be having a few chucks with it.
He's just ordered 1 maggot from the bait shop for the weekend.
A lot of northerners do that anyway.
Yeah, you take it back as well.
Yeah,
you don't catch on it.
Get it in. The actual type of feeder that you use is absolutely everything. A different bait release at a different time or in a different part of the water, and a different size feeder that maybe makes a different noise or falls differently as it enters the water. So yeah, feeder choice and the kind of feed is absolutely everything. And while we've got this experiment and the cameras on and fish feeding, we've got to play around with different kinds of feeder.
So far, we've been fishing the Slimline Exchange feeder, and it's been brilliant. But I love a window feeder. I know a lot of anglers do love window feeders. So while we've got the fish in our swim, because that's not going to be guaranteed, I think it's really important to change that feeder. Let's see how the window works. Lovely.
Lovely. Hook bait's dropping behind, nice and slowly, very close together, but in the swim.
How's the window sat?
Diagonal, like 45 degrees towards you.
And your hook bait's within an inch. 3 maggots, 2 red and a white.
Did you load the feeder quite soft?
I gave it what I'd consider like a medium press.
Because I'd say you've lost quite a lot of bait on the way down, which I don't think is a bad thing. Oh, bream.
Stranger things, here they come.
Bream just appeared in the swim straight away.
That's amazing, isn't it?
2 at the back of shot then.
Yeah.
With the swim going a bit quiet, it's a real opportunity, I felt, to see the effectiveness of something I love, which is sloppy ground bait in a caged window feeder. So getting Matt to make that change, getting him to chuck more regular, so like 5, 6 quick sort of 1.5, 2 minute chucks, get that cloud in the swim and see if the bream returned. And I was really pleased to see, by being busy creating that cloud, we've pulled a few more bream back into the swim. So what I thought would happen has happened, but it's always nice to see it and confirm it.
Just here, please, Matthew. Bit further away from camera.
Spooked a little bit.
Perfect.
That's better.
Go on, hook bait. Sit away. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's nice, mate. Centre of screen. Everything's fishing well. Not much bait in the feeder.
We're not getting any actual like real feed in. That's on the spot now.
No. That big shoal's gone, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait a minute. We've got a multi. Oh, he's got the line caught in his.
Oh, he's at it now. He's at it.
I think he's on. Got him.
No way.
That were a drop back.
Look at him.
He like dragged it, didn't
That
he?
is brilliant.
Whoa.
Come on, man up.
That's really
See,
strange.
that had been in 3 minutes 15. What I'm saying though is, it's very easy to feel like we've sat for ages without one, but we've had 5, 6, 7 casts with sloppy and got one. Now, if it were a match, I'd be sat here going, well, that's probably brought some back in.
It definitely worked. Definitely worked. There was 3 fish then, all coming together. That bream didn't actually take the hook bait. It sort of got the line stuck on its lip, and then as it sort of swam away, the hook's pulled towards its lip, and then Matt's got the bite. And to me, there's no way that fish can be in the mouth. And it actually explains sometimes why I think you get an amazing bite and there's nothing on.
Biggest one yet, that lad.
It's going to cause a lie now, be right in the scissors.
Let's have a look. Literally, if I could have swam out and put it in its lip, that's where I'd have put it.
Is it proper?
It's literally exactly where I'd have put it if I could have gone and put it in for camera.
He was carrying the rig along,
He was pushing it along like caught under his peck.
and then he went like this.
Typical bream fishing at the moment, folks. Little packs of them coming in and spells without anything in the swim, but swapping to that caged window sloppy ground bait and getting busy. 5 or 6 chucks started coming back in, and we've got one on the bank out of a swim that looked devoid. So really happy to see that cage window getting to the bottom with not a lot of bait in. For me, that says it's doing its job, emptying that sloppy ground bait on the way down, creating a column of bait, and from having nothing there to having one on the bank in 5 or 6 chucks. Absolute winner.
We were quickly back to work to reap the rewards of that deadly caged window and sloppy ground bait duo.
I think they're off screen at the minute, the herd. Yeah.
Oh, look at them. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
There he goes.
Here we go.
Just trough that. Still got it.
He's on.
Yeah, it's lifting in the loop. There he goes. Yeah.
Was there one on there?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you had it, yeah.
Didn't connect at all.
He picked it up and swam off. You could watch everything lift up.
Never connected, never felt a thing. Looks like a normal fish bite.
So much for the old wives' tale about losing a bream and spooking the shoal. As soon as the rig was back in place, the bream arrived en masse and was still in the mood for munching.
Oh.
That's a liner.
No.
Yeah, that was a liner.
Must have moved my feeder.
Yeah, it has moved your feeder. Hook bait's gone down here somewhere.
Yeah. Lost the hook bait. Oh god, he just
Might
spattled the bait there.
Big liner that way on my
Can you
tip.
find it, Daniel? Or has it gone too close to the camera? There it is.
Oh,
look at the state
indication.
There it is there, look.
Another indication.
Yeah, he's wafting your hook bait all over the place.
Oh, big drop back
Yeah,
indication.
you've got a swim full of bream now.
They're everywhere, mate. Just hang on.
Any second now, you're going to have to get picked up.
Let's not tell him. Let's see if he picks up on it proper.
Hook bait's down here now.
Look, it fell in this little hole now, look. They'll have that out there because they can't.
Oh, bit of line.
Oh, look at him come in.
Oh, he's got it.
Got it.
Getting
Dropped
tiny
it.
movements
Dropped
on my
over
tip.
Oh God, it's gone in that hole now.
Is that it there?
Yeah.
Lots of little movements.
You just got done then?
Nothing I'd ever picked up on then.
No, had your hook bait and moved it like 6 inch. Here he comes, here he comes.
Oh, go on.
He's got it.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's
Yes.
he's on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first one I'd have picked up on out of all them indications I were getting.
It had been picked up. It had been picked up by one fish previous.
Oh, this
Right.
is so good.
But a lot of very, very small, almost like you'd say, oh, there's a few little fish ragging your bait about.
Yeah, if you would tell you probably had 15 bream in your swim.
15 £5 plus cream around your feeder.
And the amount of indications I had didn't signify that.
Well done, that man.
Good, that window, innit?
Yeah.
Cage window. So powerful. I have a bream.
Getting into a bit of a rhythm now, mate.
I think the regularity of casting with that cage window is definitely the one gets that column of bait coming in.
You're trying to catch them, are you?
Do you want to hold him?
No, I'm all right, thank you. Going good?
Amazing.
Yeah? Catching a few? Clear water?
Ridiculously clear.
Good casting?
Average.
Average.
Come on, I deserve better than that.
Steady. You're catching them every single time they pick it up? You're hooking them every time?
You'll want to tweak our rigs,
I want to
I'm
tweak
saying.
everything, mate, yeah.
You're like this. You're like this.
Getting back, let's get in there.
Cool.
Without doubt, underwater was a step forward in carp fishing. Everybody was talking about it, from the most experienced, respected anglers. You know, they were stopping at shows and watching our telly and were mesmerised by it.
He's taking it.
You've got it!
You've got it! No You've got him!
And what we learned from a rig perspective really jumped things forwards significantly. And I'm sure it will do the same, you know, for the match fishing sort of fraternity and the pleasure angler, because it's undeniable. If you get something right, no one can argue that it's not right, because it's catching the fish right in front of the camera. So I think it will make a big difference to how the Guru Boys fish.
So would you say this has already added to your fishing, even on day one?
Yeah, I'd say it's added a couple of massive things that I've picked up already. One, twitching, that creating that cloud of sand, the fish are drawn to it.
What do you mean twitching?
Like moving the feed. Normally when the feeder hits the bottom, I don't like to move it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but like it's really obvious when you move it here because of the substrate on the bottom. When there's no fish in the swim, a sudden puff of mud or sand, the fish are drawn to it.
Yeah.
Because they can see it visually. So I should twitch a lot more than I ever have done, as in move the feeder.
Right.
Only try and move it
Not-
6-8 inch.
not like that.
No, I'll do that anyway. And then the other thing is, obviously, I fish 3 dead reds a lot on here, but they don't sit like I thought they did. I imagine they'd all sit side by side in a nice bunch. A lot of the time, you've got 2 splayed out. It doesn't sit as in. I like my hook baits fish to be able to suck it in easily.
Yeah.
When it's like really
Don't want
wide.
it flared.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to get one here, Godfrey, mate. His swim's pretty devoid.
Can I go
His
in?
time, isn't he?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say you can go in.
Is there any in?
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah. You might hit one on the way down, or 2.
Or 10.
See what his casting's like now.
He's under pressure now.
Bit far out, I'm saying.
Yeah, and the left-hand side of shot, bit far out from the camera.
Got another one? Danny Fairbrass, eyes in the back of the head, burning. I could feel it, the pressure. Fluffed that cast, completely fluffed it. Typical. Boss is here. Worst cast of the day.
I think redo it, mate. You need to be a little bit close to the camera.
Yeah, another like 10 foot closer, be good.
Cheers, Rune. That one's bang on.
This one's bang on, apparently.
It is
that
bang
is
on,
bang
you
on.
absolute
Yeah.
hero.
Look at that.
You're in the
Look at
wide,
Oh,
you're in
I
the
thought he was
wide
gonna have it on
and
the
the
drop.
close.
He's
I've
put
just had a
four
big
mates on now.
liner.
Just the way that's sitting on. So let him tighten up. So Matt, is that as much as you would tighten up normally?
I'm still sinking my braid, Dan.
Is it floating
You can
braid?
see it. It's not deliberately floating. You can see
it's
it.
slow. It sinks quite slowly in calm conditions.
Right. That's neutral, sort of.
Yeah.
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 Almost neutral.
Gets
See,
a bit of
that's
water
off the
in it.
bottom more than I would like.
But you can see what I mean about the hook, even with 4.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Strange looking bait. I always thought they'd be clumped
Yeah.
together, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's quite a big mouthful.
So we noticed like the fish just eating individual things, and like if you made it too different from everything else they were eating,
They just
they
ignore
really
it.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Have you tried one maggot?
Yeah, we've caught.
Yeah.
We've caught quite a few on one.
That's
maggot
been
today.
quite interesting how one
Probably
maggot's performed. It's
better
been
than
really
anything.
good.
Yeah.
And is that would you normally do?
No,
No.
because you think big fish want the bait to stand out.
Yeah.
But then when you start to think, break it down from what you can see,
They're
they
always
used to-
eating one
yes,
maggot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's more natural,
So
isn't
why?
it?
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's a natural
Yeah.
thing to do is to put more on.
They're in, straight in.
The fish are definitely more picky. They come round in sort of waves. They turn up sort of, there's half a dozen of them and then there's none. And the carp tend to do that as well. They circle the spot, come in, have a big feed and then disappear again. So straight away, things are looking more and more similar.
Go on, son. Go on.
So
Big
close.
liner.
See, I think a single he might have shot that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's
That's
a
caught in
liner.
the braid.
Yeah.
Caught in the fish caught in the braid, mate. They're all over you.
Go on, he's
Very,
going straight
very
in.
close
There
to
you go.
picking up then I was.
Feed a move.
Oh.
Yeah,
shit,
he's
mate.
on.
Yeah.
Got him.
Come on, mate.
Look at that.
That's
2 minutes.
That's the hook
Fish,
fish, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like swimming around.
2 minutes, 15 seconds that had been in.
They're not like carp. They don't just blow it back out again. They're just a bit stupid.
Dan's reaction and face after the rig had been in the water for about 2 minutes. Bit stupid.
Quite often the bait's been ejected by one and picked up by another and
Yeah.
hooked.
Yeah, because you've got so many.
Yes.
That's what happens with the carp fishing. When you've got a load of fishing feeding together, they're your best opportunities.
Yeah.
When you've got 1 or 2 fishing feeding, you really have to be the bollocks to catch them,
It's competition.
which obviously I did.
Of course.
He's getting it in his mouth.
You've got it. It's in his mouth.
It's in his mouth.
We had to get a few
I've
extras
got
in for Matt to
a,
get
I've got a little theory.
Here we go.
You ready?
You got time?
Did you just want to be in the film and nothing was on you? For a
No, I'm
minute?
just thinking something.
Yeah.
You know, like the sloppy stuff's definitely bringing them in, but there's not a lot left when it gets down there. What about wedging some in hard with a bit of bait and then smearing slop across the front so you get the cloud and attraction and then a bit of bait goes to the bottom accurate?
We've got these cameras here and we can see what you're doing, so if you tried it, we could tell if it works or not.
Good shout, that, Bruns.
Thanks.
Good shout.
Glad I'll come.
Yeah.
Give it a go, mate. Put one maggot on again as well, please.
All right.
But that, to me, there was a hell of a long time between that sucking it in and your
Yeah.
feeder
Yeah.
moving. There was a lot of opportunity for that fish to blow that back
Yeah,
out
100%.
again. If it wasn't, maybe the hooks are that sharp that it was already hooked, and it wouldn't have made any difference. But there was definitely a holy grail for us of getting the hook link the right length
Yeah.
and making everything out rigid so that the fish hit the lead as quickly as humanly possible. That made a massive difference.
At the end of the day, bottom feeders are bottom feeders, and there might be more of them in this situation, but the mechanics of the rig, for me, has to work the same. You want the fish to hook itself as quickly as humanly possible once it's sucked the bait in, and I think the principles that we've honed in carp fishing are going to get transferred to this situation.
Where's it hooked? Same?
Corner of the mouth, bottom-ish of the lip, amazing.
That's not amazing. Middle of the bottom lip is amazing, and it hooking itself in about half the time it did is amazing.
It's amazing the difference between how a match angler views a hook hold and how a carp angler does. It appears that most of these boys, as long as it's hooked at the front end of the fish, that is good enough. Whereas we want it to be dead centre of the bottom lip. And I am utterly convinced if they adjust their rigs and get them dead right, that is what they will achieve.
Dan's a perfectionist. He's like what I call sort of the ultimate rig technician. And to him, our rig wasn't effective. We weren't catching quick enough. But we were getting bites sort of every 2 minutes. So could our rig be better as far as Dan's concerned? Is he right? Yes. But are we happy with how we're catching? Yes, 100%.
We're fishing like international style rules at the moment, where you'd have a running feeder, so we're fishing it in like what we'd fish in a competition, but we've got different styles
Can't
of
you fish
rigs.
a running inline though?
No,
No.
not international rules.
Oh, can't you?
No.
Oh, right.
Has to
okay.
be a free running
That's
feeder,
right, yeah,
but we've got
here we go.
nice fish.
Nice.
Do you want to go and get in with him, Dan?
No,
Or?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, that's all right. Look,
Yeah.
that's a picture I've seen many a time on Instagram, isn't it? Eh?
He's so happy every running catches.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that they
That's
all
good.
look exactly
That's what it's
the
all
same.
about.
He loves it.
It's all about
loves
the
it.
success of catching one, isn't it?
So, you know, you say about hook length. It's strange because you can like, take Ireland for example. You can catch a fish or chuck on a 1 metre hook length, put a 50 centimetre hook length on, and not get a bite.
They're following it down.
Why
aren't
do you
they?
think that is?
It's got to be they're following it down because they're not
following
quick
it.
bites either. They're still waiting 3 minutes.
So your hook baits follow it. Your feeder's down and you.
I don't
hook baits-
understand
Wait
it.
2 minutes.
I don't understand it, but I've had it happen so many times now.
Is it that they are scared of the feeder?
Yeah, but underwater's showing us that the hook bait, whether you've got, we started on 65 centimetres before you got here, whether you fish 65 centimetres or 20, it's landing on top of the feeder.
Underwater is underwater. It presents a load of problems, and as you can see, I'm getting right into it because we can do it better. You have to look at it in that I can catch more than I'm already catching if I hone everything down and get it just right. And that's my forte more than anything else is identifying those problems and solving them. So I apologise if I took over a little bit, but you know, fishing is fishing at the end of the day, and I just want to catch the most possible.
Why do you have to have the feeder on a bit of line?
on a boom.
On a boom.
boom.
That's just a personal thing I like. I've always felt bite detection.
But why though?
I've always felt bite detection better because that's a running rig.
Right.
I've always felt bite detection. When I fished with it with like a swivel on the line, say, I've always felt, particularly for small fish, bite detection's better with it on a boom. It's just smoother, less rattly,
Right.
and you hit more bites because you're more direct. You're not having to pick the feeder up to get to the
Getting
fish.
the weight of the
you know?
feeder
Yeah.
straight away,
Yeah.
especially when you're striking for bites.
Obviously, it came as a complete shock to me that there are the rules and regulations that there are in international match fishing that basically stop you using what you should be using. You know, there are going to be ways round it, but it is like having one arm tied up your back, you know, trying to solve that problem. So I think they will get there, but it's going to take a little bit more thought.
It's come in.
Oh, you hero.
Where's the hook length?
There's some maggots sinking wrong side again. See it? It's gone up there.
Yeah.
Here they come. They're confident again now. Straight down. Go on, boy.
Oh, it's been picked up.
Oh, he's on.
He's on. You're in, mate. You're in.
There he is.
knows that,
He's
doesn't
in the
he?
shot.
Look.
Yeah.
Top of the shot. Look.
That's ridiculous. 1 minute 19 seconds. That's that sloppy ground bait that in that window. 1,000,000%. What a combo. What a combo.
Oh, it's chopped dorsal there. Look.
Yeah. Been out since yesterday.
I'll keep net king.
Not been out for 8
Yeah,
hours.
there's tatty tail. Oh no, there's tatty tail. Oh no, there's tatty tail there.
I've gone 3 fluoro maggots, so it's dead bright to see if they pick it out faster.
Well, yeah,
Aye, yeah.
could work.
Any chance of a bite, do you think, Dan? Or?
It's just gone a bit quiet.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Here he goes. Right.
We're recording.
Oh, went in nice. Went in nice.
Oh, here they come.
Right amongst them all.
Any good?
Yeah, perfect,
Yeah,
mate.
hook bait,
Perfect.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it's dropped away. That's nice.
Done it.
Nice. And he's going to catch him. Here he
Can
comes.
you see them brighter maggots better?
Yeah, 'cause
See
it's
him
quite,
really well.
it's quite coloured at the minute.
But no, it looks good, mate. You got it in a great spot there.
So the hook bait's landed a bit better.
Liner, that was a liner. Did you see that?
Never had an indication.
Right,
Could get
and
picked up there. Could get
Oh,
picked
look,
up, but
here
we
we
can't
go.
see.
This
It is,
how
yeah,
rude.
it look-
Shake,
looks like
shake.
you away or not? No? We can't see
Oh,
because
it's moved the hook bait, whatever.
Getting a
Yeah, you've
liner
been-
now.
Oh, it's been picked up now.
you're away, geese.
Yeah,
Got in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Impossible to see.
Oh, that
Yeah.
went really well.
I think that I think that was on for quite a bit of time before
Yeah.
before he actually.
I didn't pick up straight away because it were like, is it a liner? And then you could see it moving its
Yeah,
head.
we saw it.
saw the feeder
it
move.
spent a long time over the hook bait, but there were so many other fish in the way.
Better than
Oh, I like the way the waders just fell off your shoulder there. It's very sexy. Yeah. But it's good because we're going to start up our own website called Only Dan's, and you can be on that.
I can be in the ginger section.
You can be in the ginger section, yeah. Yeah, Moroccan Sunset we're going to call it.
Don't fit in that, do they? Dan, you'd be proud of this hook hold.
bottom lip.
Smack bottom lip.
Hey.
No,
Everything was in the right place.
The
That's
the
what.
hook lip was out reasonably straight.
That's what I mean. If you could get it to land there every time.
Going back in, straight in the mix up. Spook them off. Oh.
There we go, we can see it go in.
Go on.
Well,
I love
there
to
it
finish on
is.
the drop.
Go on,
See,
go
I think
on.
with a longer hook length at the minute, you might get one on the drop.
I
Yeah.
hit one on way down then.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised, mate. There's like 57 gazillion of them.
Oh, you can, oh, I thought you
Oh,
were
that's the
surprised.
bream. I like that one.
Why?
It's just
Scale
dark. It's just dark and yeah, beautiful scale pattern. Where's the feeder?
You got the same hook bait on,
The
Matt?
feeder's there.
Oh,
Look
look,
at
the
Yeah.
it.
feeder's in a
It's in
hole.
the hole. Yeah,
Right, yeah,
it's
yeah.
gone
yeah.
down the hole.
Good cast, that, Matt.
The hook bait's sitting nice again. Away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
that is
think
the
it's
trick.
sitting better with a fresh little boom
Yeah,
on?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd actually retied the boom sort of below the feeder where you water knot the main line and the boom line together, so it's a fresh piece. It was looking a bit shabby because we caught a load of fish on it, but as soon as we cast back in with that fresh boom, the boys in the tent said, oh yeah, your separation's better, your rig's lying straighter, your hook bait's kicking out better, which is exactly what Dan wanted and sort of applied to the carp fishing side of it, and it's what we were trying to achieve. So that was the start of the big rig tweaks, really.
So that's another thing though, if my boom's looking a bit
Bit
tired
tired.
and old, you need to check
Freshen
the
it.
tire.
Maybe tie it with 12 pound instead of 8.
Possibly, yeah.
A little bit stiffer.
I like to tie it a bit longer as well.
Got a big
Oh,
line
this
of
looks
that.
close.
You could get picked.
This is the thing, you've got so many fish in the swim, it's hard to get a clean
you-
pick up, isn't it?
Yeah, you think, how's that not been picked up?
How long since you've cast in, Matt?
1 minute 48.
It seems a long time, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
But
With
it's
this
not.
many fish in, yeah.
But in a match, you wouldn't. You getting many liners, Matt?
Loads, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Not big liners, just little indications.
For the amount that feeding all round it.
Gone now.
Has he got? Because he got it. Has he got it? I think he's got it, hasn't he?
No, he's
Oh,
just
just gobbed it out.
gobbed it out. Just gobbed it, yeah.
You've just been done, son.
Nearly
He's gonna
picked
get
up
done.
on
Oh,
that.
he's gonna get done
Done.
again
Just been royally done then.
That's proper suck in and blow out, weren't
Oh.
it?
there. Here we go, here we
Go
go.
on.
Just
Oh,
got it.
See how far away he sucked that up from
He's got
me?
it, he's got it, he's got it, he's got
He's
it.
yeah.
You're in, bruv.
Yeah,
Watch him try and swim off, look at that.
So what was bite time then, Matt?
4 minutes.
Yes, it's for a match angler that, like, you catch a 5-pounder every 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Bada
win.
bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Balla bing, balla boom.
Balla bing, balla boom.
Do you know the one what did me? I was literally about to put my hand on my rod and it stopped.
Yeah, he picked it
Looked
up and spat
like-
you out. That's the one that spat you out.
What, the one where you got done?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew,
Yeah, I thought
but,
that's
but
on.
you wouldn't. Did you not strike because we hadn't told you to, or
No, I didn't strike because it stopped moving too quick.
right? What's that, inexperience on your part?
Lack of experience. It's just an age
Yeah,
thing.
inexperience is lack of experience, mate. It's the same thing.
When I get to your age, I'll have another 50 years, so I'll be all right. Come have a look at hook hole, boys.
Oh, better be a good one.
It's literally smacking middle of bottom lip.
Whoa. Come on, mate, show us.
Perfect.
Nailed,
Nailed.
we
Happy
say.
with that?
No, I'm happy with that, mate. Yeah. Yeah, you can come again now.
Cracking
go.
fish that. Well done, mate.
Well,
Cheers,
gentlemen,
boys.
I think I'm going to go back to the real world.
Seen enough bream for
Yeah,
one day.
yeah. No, it's been great though to see it happening with another species, and to see your guys like decision making and that how it's changing your awareness. It's just exactly the same as what we're getting when we're doing them, you know.
I don't think there's very much you can teach these boys when it comes to casting and feeding. Certainly the carp anglers can take a lot from that, and certainly their work rate as well was exceptional. But the thing that they definitely can improve on that appears to have been almost overlooked is the aggressiveness of the rigs and how fast they hook a fish that sucks the bait in, and having everything out straight in front of the lead system, just the right length within the rules obviously, so that the hook turns and catches hold as quickly as possible, to even the pattern of the hook so that they do that more aggressively. I think they're the real big jumps forward.
Hey, come on, give me a slimy handshake. Look at that. Oh.
And left hand as well, which is really weird, isn't it?
Bit
If I do you now. Mate,
Cheers, mate.
well done.
Thanks for coming.
Well done. I'll see you
Cheers,
later.
Dan.
Appreciate
Cheers,
that.
Dan.
Well, what a day. Traditional bream tactics. We've probably ruined that one a little bit, haven't we? I think if those boys back in the day when they were catching all those bream could see what was going on underwater, it'd be a very different story now. Not that they didn't catch enough anyway, but imagine what they would have caught.
The big lesson for me was hook bait choice. I've been fishing ferry meadows and venues like that for 35 years. I've never put a single maggot on. And there's no doubt, having watched the screen, that 2 deads, 3 deads just wasn't sitting great. The bream treated it with suspicion. That single maggot was honestly, I believe, getting bites when we wouldn't have got one on 3 maggots.
That long hook length, seriously, being picked up, blown around, they were juggling with it in their mouths and not even an indication on the tip. It's so nice to be able to see what's going on and make those changes. Cutting that hook length down made such a big change. Indications, seeing bites, getting that hook bait closer to the feed was so very important.
It was so clear to me that the cloud and movement and that little bit of activity meant so much when it came to catching these fish in clear water. Whether it was getting busy with a sloppy ground bait in a cage window and having some regular casts, or making the little twitch so a bit of ground bait and the silt puffed up off the bottom. Whenever I did anything like that at any point during the day, the boys in the tent got excited, fish came in and we caught fish. And the interesting thing is, people think bream, big docile fish that don't really like busy, cloudy, fun activity, but it was totally the opposite. Anything you did to get their attention and they darted in, they came in.
New dawn, new day, boys. So we learnt a lot yesterday, but I think we've got to introduce one of the best bream baits in the world.
Lunch and meat.
No. Stephen, over to you.
Worms.
Worms.
Rig mechanics wise, slept on that one, and I think there's plenty to work on in terms of getting it to kick a little bit flatter, maybe getting us a faster bite.
I love that rig. Obviously, it's a rig I spent ages developing, but I wasn't overly happy with what I saw. So I'd like to try and play with a few things to see if we could just achieve like a 6-8 inch separation between feeder and hook bait. But it caught a lot of fish yesterday.
Yeah, you can't knock the time we were catching fish. If you were catching fish in that time during a match or even a pleasure session, you'd be happy.
Yeah.
But seeing the rig on the bottom, there's definitely room for improvement.
And the amount of fish in the peg, you feel like you should be getting a bite even faster.
Yeah. I think these will hold the fish a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah.
Wiggly woos.
Wiggly woos.
We kicked off day 2 with several large bait up cage feeders of our favourite ground bait mix that we caught well on the day before, but this time included some chopped worms in there. This was released high in the water using the bait up rod to get that scent trail and cloud falling through the water to attract fish, before depositing a rich area of chopped worms tightly on the bottom using a bait up window feeder. This got the bait to the deck in one parcel perfectly.
Bait up feeders was something I was really keen to see how they work, because again, got theories, but don't get the opportunity to see what's happening underneath the water. So first of all, obviously the exchange bait ups, really nice clean release. Something that did surprise me was when we opened it high in the water, the bait actually took longer than I expected for it to come into shot, almost as though it's never come in and then it appeared, which I actually like because I think the bream are off bottom and then that bait hanging up in the water has got to attract them. and then the cage window bait ups, putting the worms exactly where I want them. Hard on the bottom, which is hopefully going to pull those bream into the swim.
We were going in with the same setup we started on yesterday, with worms as the key change. A 30 gram exchange slimline feeder, size 12 pole special to a 65cm, 0.16mm pure fluorocarbon hook length.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bang on, Billy O.
Where's the hook bait?
Hook bait's
There
coming.
it comes. There it comes. It's kicking better.
Yeah.
Look how slow it falls.
I know, yeah. That's what you're catching it.
Hook bait separation's miles better.
Really?
And
Yeah.
it was about 10 seconds behind the feeder landing.
There it is.
Why is that then? Because it's heavier.
Heavier and a longer hook length, I think.
Bit more, yeah, resistance on the way down as well. Yeah, it was good. I like that better.
It's when you might get a tench when there's nothing in the swim. Worms and bream fishing are two things that sort of go hand in hand. Whenever anyone thinks I'm going bream fishing, they think I need some chopped worms. But having fished ferry a lot over the years, and other venues like it, it's not just something that's specific to ferry. Worms can be a real Jekyll and Hyde bait. Some days I felt like I can't feed enough. Other days I felt like I put them in and I've poisoned the peg, like the bream are now sitting away from the feed because of the smell of the worms on the bottom. So I'm really interested to see what happens. Are my theories correct? Are they going to pile into the worms, or are they going to sit off because they're not quite right? Oh, fish. Tench.
Yes!
Tench.
The old park bench is in.
Ready to unclip. Come on, Tench.
He's an absolute beauty. It's like you're a fish, Steve. You knew he was coming.
I said I could get a tench while there's nothing else in the swim. It'd probably attract a massive shoal of bream. It's not moved far from his spot, has he?
No, he's fat. He's like got a little nest of something he's eating, and he's really enjoying it.
I think if you twitched it, you'd scare him.
Yeah, you just got to sit and wait, ain't you?
But you wouldn't know in real life.
No, you'd probably knacker it up,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? Oh, sure, I felt something on.
He's turning.
Oh.
Here we go.
He spotted your feeder.
We've got a chance here.
Oh,
Don't.
an indication then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's eating your feeder, or eating stuff from around your feeder. Not noticed it's there though.
Just pop colour in.
Guru camo on the feeder, innit?
Wow.
It's hook bait there, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a tench length away from your hook bait.
Really anxious now.
I would be.
So he's taking a run up.
Yeah. He's
What,
warming
just
up
to
to
get
it.
to the clip?
Yeah.
Feel like I'm clipping now. Is he a big one?
Decent fish.
How long's your hook length?
65. How long or how strong?
Using his fins a lot to test stuff, isn't he?
Doesn't like going this side of the feeder or this. Oh, here we go. You've seen him.
So you'd never know that were there, would you?
We've seen him. Go on. He's got him.
Oh,
Quick!
is that 10?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, you've got him.
What a great bite!
Yeah.
As soon as he spotted the worms,
Yeah.
he just went for him straight away.
Did you have to take your clip off or not?
No, he's come towards him, I think.
We banged his head like mad when I
Yeah.
hooked him. Is he a big one? He doesn't feel very big.
Looked alright.
Probably about 14.
Was it a good bite?
Really good, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good fish.
Got the 10. He got weed on his eyes.
Yes!
Yes. Surprise, surprise, gents.
The old park bench. Absolute phenomenal fish.
You ever caught one of them out of here?
I've never caught one, no, so I'm a little bit jealous. That is an absolutely stunning tench as well.
Especially
I don't think I've ever caught one that big full stop.
No, I honestly think that's biggest tench that I've ever caught.
£7 plus that, isn't it?
Do you reckon he is?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'll give you 7 plus for that.
He or she?
It's a she.
She, we think.
Ah.
Our
She,
fish
we think.
ID is not the strongest.
Triangle shaped with a big back fin.
Did it beeline for the two worms on the hook?
Absolutely. So it mooched around quite comfortably, didn't really pay too much attention, wasn't bothered by anything in the swim, spotted the 2 worms on the hook and just literally took it.
Yeah,
went
when it picked them off, it went off like an extra missile. I don't know what the bite was like.
Amazing bite.
Yeah, just one fish in your swim, mate, that is so good.
What's going to happen next?
With the tench returned and the swim looking rather barren, it was time to get active. First, resetting the swim with some more bait up feeders, and then upping the ante with regular casting of the cage window and sloppy ground bait.
Bang on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I agree with that. Lovely.
Yeah, here come the danglers.
Oh.
Oh, I think they're coming this way.
Yeah.
Plenty of bait in my feeder.
Yeah, not quite such good separation, that chuck, but still all right.
Yeah. The bait's probably, what, 4 or 5 inches away?
Yeah, 6 inch.
Yeah, 6 inches away from your feeder this time. But
Does it take a while for the hook length to settle?
Yeah, it follows it down.
Hook bait takes far longer to get to the bottom than you ever would realise.
It's probably, what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
10 seconds probably difference. It's interesting, Steve, how that hook with the worm presentation, probably not necessarily the hook I'd have chose, but you make a real valid point of why that hook's so good for 2 pieces of worm like that.
The biggest problem a lot of anglers have with, particularly with worms, is the worm going over the point of the hook.
Yeah.
Which you can see there on that, obviously amazing foot. You can actually see the point.
Yeah.
And the worms are sitting lovely on that inside of the bend.
Yeah, because there's such a long point, they can't twist themselves over it.
That's what I originally started using the pole special for worms.
To get around that problem.
Pure long point, and you get, I'm not saying it's impossible for it to happen, but it definitely happens a lot less.
Yeah.
I ain't sure about worms, boys. Like 2 hours fishing now, and the only fish we've had on hooks are tench. I know there's an odd one come in, but I think that was more because of the cloud of the slop. Don't think worms are doing out.
No, and if this was a match, I'd have cut worms out half an hour ago, and had an hour without them.
I almost feel now like redoing the busy casts with no worms at all.
I'd cut the worms out and up the pellets.
Up the pellets, yeah.
And up the casters and maggots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first fish that came into the swim once we fed worms was a lone tench, which seemed quite happy, but I'm a big believer in, like, a feeding fish attracts more feeding fish. So once that tench entered the swim, started having a bit of a chew, it should for me have attracted bream, but those bream just weren't coming to worms.
Saying worms weren't no good for bream is a really weird thing to say, but it was quite clear.
On match fishing venues countrywide, chopped worms have probably won more matches and cost people more matches than any other bait out there. You feed chopped worms at the right time and you cannot catch enough fish. They absolutely love them. Feed them at the wrong time and you'll just kill your swim dead.
Fantastic separation, centre of thing, stands out. It's gone, they're a bit sprayed though. Did you put them all point end on?
No,
top and tail.
Top and tail.
You can see. He just blew out a load of worms.
Go on.
Oh, didn't like it, did he?
We're going for it.
Yeah, they're looking at it.
One beeline for it then, and then turned at the last minute.
One just spat out.
Oh, park bench.
Park bench is back.
Come on, tench.
Yeah, that's a
big tench.
big one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The bream's just going to eat your bait now, just to ruin it. Oh no! Oh! He's seen it.
He's eating the tench.
He's seen your bait. No way.
Big scoop fin. What does that mean?
Nail.
The bream's going to nail it. Look.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I want the 10. No, it's an indication.
Yeah, you've been mugged. You've been dropped. Oh, he's
Where's
still
it
on. I
gone?
think he's still. Is he up in the air?
Tiny
done him.
tap.
Where's the bait?
He's coming back down, I reckon. See the loop falling.
Oh yeah. We cut the worms out, which was the right thing to do. But I think more importantly, it was getting busy again in the swim, feeding it, keeping it going, bait going in, letting them know we're there again. Made all the difference.
What I found really interesting was that we could sort of reset the swim. So we fed worms, nothing other than the rogue tench, nothing happened. The bream just didn't come to them. But by then, sort of changing the mix, taking the worms out, getting really busy, sort of creating that cloud again, all of a sudden the swim started to tick over. We started to see a few fish, and 1 or 2 bream, then attracts 3, 4, 5, and we could reset the swim, which I really like. So in a match situation, if I fed some worms and I thought they were wrong, I could cut them out and almost start again.
Go on. Where is the bait? No way.
That's not it there, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been done, Matt.
He's just about to catch a tench though. Go on. Go on.
2 minutes
Go
that
on.
were
Oh,
when he
it's gone
picked it
fast.
up.
Yeah, he picked it up, carried it away.
That longer hook length.
Can you not see it?
Yeah, Dame Judy's.
Oh, this is great.
You've got quite a bit of competition in the peg now.
That is amazing.
He's
that.
bossing it now, the tench.
Dame Judy's.
He's not having none of it. Oh, oh. All been spooked out the swim.
Yeah, he's like he's. Oh,
He's back. Look, here we go. He's seen it, he's seen it, he's seen it, he's seen it.
oh, Tench is blocking there.
Look at that.
Got some brilliant foot. Oh, somebody's got the hook bait.
Yeah.
Somebody's got. He's spat it again.
Did you have milk bait?
Yeah, you've been done again.
Back on the 65cm hook length and groundhog day, we were getting mugged off, fish picking it up, not seeing bites, fish having it in the mouth for a long time. But one thing that is a positive, at least I didn't get mugged off by a tench.
You can take it, you can take it. Yeah, got it.
Oh, big.
Oh, the Tench has mugged you.
No.
He just went like that in his mouth. and
You'd have
spat it
never,
out.
you couldn't have ever picked up at it. If you'd have said strike, could have done it, but
Yeah.
obviously you'd never do that. Well, that's been in 5 minutes and I've had 3 pickups listening to you
Each
two.
of these fish has picked it up and,
Yeah.
well, the Tench hasn't come back.
Plenty of pickups, but no fish. So clearly we needed to make some changes, but what could we do?
I'd like to see just a single grain of corn out there at the minute.
Do you think a smaller hook can light a line?
No.
No,
Why not?
because they're not. Oh, he's done you again.
Tip never moved.
He picked it up and swam off and dropped it again.
Well,
That
that's
long hook
4.
length and-
I'm not being funny. That's 4 fish. When I hadn't had an indication I'd have picked up at. So surely we need to change some at.
Why don't you try a shorter hook length?
I'm doing it. I'm not sitting there doing that.
We're sat here reacting to what we're seeing on the screens of a hook bait being picked up, dropped, moved, carried around. You know, it looks so bad. It's like we got it totally wrong. But yet, if there was no cameras there, you'd be none the wiser and you'd be sitting waiting for a bite.
Good separation. How long's the hook length, Matt?
20 centimetres. I just wanted to go a little bit longer than yesterday because of all the
Yeah.
times we had
Is that 2 red maggots? Yeah.
2 red maggots.
Look, flow it.
Oh, there he's back. He's back. I think he's gonna get him.
If you don't catch fish, you need shooting. No way. Go on, have another mouthful.
What's happening?
You've got
Nothing, mate. It's really quiet.
Tench. He's just
Sat on your feeder.
sat on top of your feeder, pretty much.
Oh, his
second
mate.
Tench.
His mate.
His mate's
He's going straight for it. Go. Oh, and he turns at the last minute.
When I knew that there was a tench there, that's what I really wanted to catch. I love a tench, me.
Got it, yeah. He's got it, yeah, he's got it. He's gonna shake his head now. Go on, yeah. Oh, he's done it.
He's done him. Oh, he's going to eat it again. He's going to eat it again.
Yeah, he's got him now. Go on.
No, he hasn't. He's spat it. Back out.
Tip's not moved.
Just been done twice by the Tench.
Even on a shorter hook length.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Tench, never liked him.
Same Tench, picked it up, dropped it, and then went and had it again.
I think try a piece of
Just
corn.
try this grain of corn. My idea behind the grain of corn was high vis, bright yellow, something in the swim that didn't look odd as such, because we'd fed it an odd grain of corn, but equally it was bright, the fish should home straight in on it, so maybe we'd get quicker bites. That was the idea anyway.
Right. Piece of corn, hair rig, 20 centimetre hook length, 12 feeder special eyed.
Just the standard one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
standard one.
You've got 3 bream, 2 Tench to aim at.
Honestly.
This will spook him. Spook the bream, not the Tench. He's just like,
He's too.
oh,
Yeah. it did
How's
speak.
that?
where is it?
Oh, that's your cut. Oh, look at that.
Where's-
Yeah, nice
where's the corn?
separation. Middle of screen. Corn looks epic.
Nice and easy to see.
Yeah. Bream in.
I love it, we just ate it instantly.
Yeah, imagine what you've been doing for the last day. Fish back in now, mate. Little park bench.
Oh.
She's going straight on it. Oh, he's watching. He's literally looking at your corn.
Oh.
No.
Has he took
Got it, yeah, he's got it.
Oh, tiny indication.
He's just picked it up and spat it out.
All the pickups and spit outs are exactly the same indication. It goes like this. Dunk.
Oh, go on. Yeah, oh, it's in. Oh, that's the old warrior I like.
He's still got that in his mouth.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
He hasn't bolted off yet.
Ringers.
You know, here we go. Yeah, he's
Oh,
on.
indication.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's
Got
in
him.
trouble. Yeah.
Bream or 10?
Can't tell you.
Tell you, mate.
Bream. See a bit of corn hanging out his mouth.
See where he's hooked?
Smack middle at bottom lip. Good hook hold that.
He had it in his mouth for ages.
Ages
Did it?
and ages, yeah. Just sat with it.
Nice to get one, lads, after that little bit of a frustrating period with fish coming in and not hooking them.
Making that change.
The grain of corn did the trick, and from what I'm taking from it is, in a match situation, if I think maybe a fish is in the swim, put a grain of corn on, maybe have a patient chuck, and that's the result. Shows you that sometimes there are fish in the swim, it'll change your hook bait for fish in the net.
How are we wrapping this free running rig up, boys? What's left to do?
The rig's worked well. Could it be a little bit better? The only thing I've not been quite happy about is how the boom sits sometimes. So I'm thinking, and I've got a couple of spools of pure here, we just try a fluorocarbon boom. From purely selfish reasons, as in my own fishing, wanting to improve things, wanting to make the rig better, I wanted to try fluorocarbon boom. The reason being, fluorocarbon's stiff, it's heavy, so the stiffness would hopefully kick the hook bait away. It's heavy, so it shouldn't kick up in the arc like my boom currently has been, looking at what we're seeing now. So there was two clear benefits to it. I know Rune's not keen, but I'm a bit like Dan, as in I'm watching this, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. If we can make this rig better, if we can get that bait separation, this could be massive.
We're catching fish, and yet Ringer still wants to fiddle about with this rig. Adding a few inches of fluorocarbon to kick the hook length out that gets dragged around everywhere anyway, is it going to make that much of a difference? Not sure.
Right, it's going in, gents. That'll be close, that'll be bang on.
Yeah. I thought he was going to take it then. So now.
Really good separation again, Matt.
That's good.
Yeah.
Surely that's worked.
Yep.
But you got the longer hook length on.
Oh.
It's going to get it picked up straight away.
Oh,
It's got
got
Yeah,
one.
I reckon, not being funny, that's to do with that. The separation was amazing.
That's ridiculous. That was seconds.
That's another example of something we won't be showing the public.
Really?
Yeah, because that's incredible. Because the hook length's kicked out more, makes them harder. It's harder for it to get away with it as well.
I'm saying that worked. My feeder's not even empty.
No.
And the crowd goes wild in the background.
As the bream went back, it was time to ensure the rig complied to full international rules, as we measured an exact 50cm length between the bottom of the feeder and the hook, of course incorporating the all-important 25cm pure fluorocarbon boom. Would this be the ultimate free-running feeder rig?
Brilliant separation, Matt.
And
that's wow.
Single maggot.
Single maggot light. Almost looks like your hook length's straight.
Almost looks like you're going to catch one.
Is the fluoro boom sat lower?
Can't see it.
Fluorocarbon's so good, Matt, I can't actually see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Honestly?
Straight.
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 Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's conclusive, surely.
Fluorocarbon boom, knew it would work. It's obvious, weren't it, really?
The fluorocarbon boom was literally incredible. I couldn't actually have imagined the separation we would get, and then how much harder the bream would find that tighter hook length to deal with. So for me, it was groundbreaking.
What is? Oh,
He's got it.
yeah. Oh, it's pinging.
He's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it. For me, this has been all about the rig. It's been a chance to see a rig that I've been working on for sort of 2-3 years underwater. Has it performed how I expected it to? It performed well, but I knew straight away it could be better.
Perfect separation again.
That material and rig's lovely now,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Bream,
Yeah. Settled lovely, the hook bait did.
seconds that had been in, seconds.
It's the small things for me every single time on this kind of project. Like the cloud was absolutely everything, whether it was baiting up in the water with the cage bait up feeders or slopping up ground bait in a cage window. They allowed us to create activity which brought fish in.
But all of a sudden now, I believe like every single cast, I'm fishing effectively. I've got that separation, which as soon as Dan came in the tent, he was like, your bait separation's rubbish.
Lots you can do better, Sam, I tell you.
The twitch, similar sort of thing, puffer cloud on the bottom.
Oh, look at straight in.
Straight in the bream came every single time. Even things like a single maggot, I wouldn't have done that in my fishing, and it were nice to hear that Ringer wouldn't have done it on his.
I would like to think in months and years to come that the way these guys fish, it will change quite dramatically because of what they've learned on this film.
All them little tiny things, they just make a massive difference.
Straight away I'm thinking, when I get home, fluorocarbon boom is going to be on every single rig I tie. But equally I'm thinking, wish we'd not seen this on screen. Do we have to show it? Because I honestly believe this is a massive edge.
Next time on Gurus Underwater, we make some drastic changes to one of the most popular feeder fishing setups of all time, the helicopter rig.
You would never, ever, ever cast that out in a match, would you?
And of course, after seeing it in action with carp last year, how would the mighty Ferry Meadows Bream deal with our lethal hybrid feeder tactics?
Oh, brilliant, look at that.